Hello and welcome to Snuggle Up Sundays with Miss Artistani. How are you tonight? Our story this evening is Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles, Andreae, and Guy Parker Reese. Here we go. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots of trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. They're all watching. Gerald swallowed bravely, and he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool! Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." It's not very nice. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald early on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." There's the cricket right there. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." I bet Miss Sequel would say that too. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body doing the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find the music that we love. That is the end of our story, Giraffes Can't Dance, by Giles, Andreae, and Guy Parker Reese. You know what? This story reminds me of last week's story, Ish, when the little boy wanted to draw and his brother made fun of him and he stopped. Don't let people stop you from doing what you love. It's the same moral as last story. Gerald could dance and he let the other animals bother him and get to him. And he just had a friend, a little cricket, who encouraged him. That's all we need, a little encouragement. Boys and girls, I hope you listened to the words of this story and last week's story and to our moral. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for joining me for Snuggle Up Sundays. Continue your bedtime routines, brush your teeth, take your tubs or your showers. Don't stay up too late. And I will be on tomorrow with morning announcements. Have a wonderful Sunday night. Bye, boys and girls.